I'm Jesse Kotrick, and I am the host for NAI's Tiny Table for the first episode. I am here with Jake Mellinger. Hi, Jake.
Hey, everybody.
So, Jake, tell us a little about what you do.
So, if you haven't heard yet, I just dropped my first project. It's a 5-track project. It's an EP called the Freshman Project. I'm a sophomore now, just wanted to get that all straight. But it's like freshman. I started as a freshman, and I'm a freshman to the music game, so it's kind of like there's that parallel. But yeah, I make music is what I do.
So, do you think I could ask you a few questions about what you do? Okay.
Absolutely.
So, the first question is, how'd you start?
So, I mean, it's not really that interesting. My mom just always wanted to play an instrument whenever she was growing up, so she kind of convinced me into taking up an instrument. So I chose the guitar because guitar gets chicks. But yeah, so that's what I picked, and for a long time it was just kind of like a hobby, but it wasn't until about a year ago from around this time that I started looking at it as something that I could seriously consider as a career.
Well, speaking of careers, what kind of career are you hoping to get out of this?
I mean, preferably I'd like to be an artist, like the big names that you see, like Ed Sheeran, James Bay, those kind of people. But if that doesn't happen, I've been doing a lot of different producing things and audio engineering, so I could see myself going into one of those fields, something with music though.
What inspired you to start your first EP?
So that's actually kind of funny because I just had a ton of songs sitting around for a long time, and my mom just kind of told me, she was like, people want to hear these songs, why don't you put them on YouTube? And I was like, it's not really for me. And she goes, well, why don't you like make it into an album and sell it? And I go, that sounds good, let's do it. So I went out, I took my own money, and I bought all the bare essentials that you need to record stuff with, and then I started making music, but it just wasn't really flowing correctly for me. It wasn't until I met one of my best friends, Sonny Hoden. He really took my music to a whole nother level. He's an incredible producer, and he showed me really how to do all that kind of stuff.
So what would you say your music style is?
You know, I couldn't tell you exactly because I'm still trying to find my style.
Mm-hmm.
My first project has a ton of different influences from all these different genres. I'd like to kind of do something where it's almost taking elements from, your alternative kind of singer-songwriter kind of stuff with elements from jazz, some jazz stuff like John Mayer does, and then also some hip-hop elements. Ed Sheeran does a lot of that where his flows are very lyrically, rhythmically, very like hip-hop. So I'd like to kind of combine all those genres to try to make one masterpiece.
With that, what are you trying to accomplish with what you're writing?
Honestly, I mean, I'd like to make a career out of it because I know a lot of people don't like what they do for a living, and I honestly just want to be somebody who loves to get up and go to my job, and music's something that I love to get up and play and do, so I'd like to accomplish to make a career out of it as well as just change people with the music that I write.
And who do you think you've changed the most? Who's your biggest supporter?
My biggest supporter? That's a good question. I'd have to probably say my mom. She's the only person who really will tell me if something's bad. And my sister too, but a lot of people will tell me, oh yeah, it's fine. But for somebody to really support you, they have to be there even when things are bad, and I'd probably go with my mom and sister.
And last question, what's the one thing you wish you could change about your journey with music?
That's a tough question. Honestly, I love the journey and I love the path that I'm on right now. I think I'm really set. I know a lot of people who are going to help me, who I've been blessed to meet, and who are going to help me, take my music to a whole nother level. Only thing I'd change is just, right now I'm very local and it's a very small community of
You
my
just want to
listeners.
branch out?
I just want to branch out. Yeah, if I could change anything, it would be just to get more people to listen to my stuff.
Well, I think that's a great idea for more people to listen to you. How would you feel about doing a song?
I'd love to.
Right now.
I'd love to.
Sounds good? Great.
When I wish upon a star, I would wish to go so far. I would wish for money, fame, and a whole family again. I would wish to find love, someone who can be with me in righteousness for people, for all who believe. I would wish to know the truth behind every little lie, and I would wish to know the reason why we all up and die. I would wish to know the end behind every new beginning, and I would wish to know the reason why music keeps us singing. And somehow we capture the love that I felt when I first met you. 'Cause a world without you is a world without me, and a world without laughter is hard to believe. In a world without kisses, it's like a world without pain. In a world without forgiveness, it's like a cloud without the rain. I need to find a way to ease my mind and find a way to ground some time to learn what life is really all about. I hope it's not too late to seize my ways and find a day to run and say and just let all of my opinions out. 'Cause when I wish upon a star and we are worlds apart, all I'd hope and pray is that I could truly love you the same. 'Cause a world without you is a world without me, and a world without laughter is hard to believe. In a world without kisses, it's like a world without pain. In a world without forgiveness, it's like a cloud without the rain.
I don't like that one as much.
Oh no, that was